Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Weekly Horoscope from the 11th November to the 17th of November 2018. And this is for you coming from Virgo. Let's start with the 11th of November, Sunday. It doesn't do very well for you, and the evening nightfall is even worse. So it's going to be a difficult Sunday for you. So you don't take charge, don't be the organizer. Let somebody else do everything. Be the follower, be agreeable, be appreciative, be supportive, and you will tame these planets. These are water planets that make you very undecided of whatever you want to do. So don't get the frustration over onto other people. Let them organize things. Don't be moody, don't be oversensitive. Evening, nightfall, even worse. Now this planet's out to make mischief, to make whatever you say, whatever you do go wrong. So if you're going to be out, the exposure to risk will be a lot. If you go stay home, then the exposure to risk is small. That's the way to handle things when it's a problem, evening, nightfall, or a morning, afternoon period. So I would suggest that minimize your being out with people that you don't know, or that you're doing business with, or that you're working with, because something said or done is not going to end well. These are planets that put a wedge between you and other people. The 12th November, Monday, for you coming from Virgo, is a very lucky morning and afternoon Monday. You're going to get good news, or you're going to do something brilliantly. You're going to attract expansion in your responsibilities, expansion in whatever you plan to do. Whether in job or business, you'll handle it beautifully. There's one planet there of romance. So if you're chasing for a romance, why not try your luck in the morning, afternoon? It should do pretty well. But I don't like your evening, nightfall. It's bad. Evening, nightfall can produce accidents of all kinds, physical or emotional or verbal. And basically it's a plan to make you disappointed, to make you cheated, to make you felt played out. Avoid people who are drinking too much, or who do drugs, or who do these nasty bad things. You will be attracted to their company because of these planets. Stay away, because being seen with these bad people, your reputation can also go bad. So evening, nightfall, too many issues are there. Go back to your safety of your own home. These planets will follow you back home, but the exposure to risk in your home will be less. Exposure to risk outside is unlimited. So go back to your home. Forget about being out with anybody. Let me go to your 13th November, and now you're going to get 24 hours of good luck. So morning, afternoon, very fast planets. And these very fast planets bring everything very quickly to you, all the opportunities in any area of your life. And so you can have a lunch with somebody, it'll go very well. You can have discussions in business, you can have discussions at your place of work, they'll be understood by everybody and be brilliant. And these are very fast planets, so you got to answer your emails quickly, answer your messages on WhatsApp quickly or whatever. Because good news comes flowing in very fast. These are short-term planets, that's why they are fast planets. So short-term you're going to get many opportunities with very exciting morning, afternoon period for you. One of these planets may make you a bit rebellious, because you may not be very agreeable. Try to not do that. Evening, nightfall, long-term planets take charge. And long-term planets for you are very good. So the evening, nightfall wants to go slow, but going to hour by hour bring good news and good things for you. Don't be impatient. You can't be faster than your own planets. You'll come back with nothing. Be patient. Hour by hour, evening, nightfall, things are raveling for you to bring some goodness. Whether it's the people you work with, whether it's the people you do business with, whether it's the romance, whether it's the person you're married to and family, it's all going to end beautifully for you. Be patient. Somebody you meet from the past could be very loving to you. News from the past is very encouraging. Let's go to the 14th November. And what a wonderful morning, afternoon. A morning and afternoon is all about reward. You say things brilliantly, you do things magnificently. It's all about getting things right and being at the right place at the right time. You see, when you get these planets on your side, everything goes like clockwork. You yourself are amazed how things work out. And they are going to work out brilliantly for you on this morning, afternoon of 14th of November, which is a Wednesday. So try your best to be at your best and get your duties fulfilled, whether at work, whether in business. Have lunch with whoever matters. Evening, nightfall, Very aggressive planets are there. They are not against you, but they tend to make you flare up. They tend to make you over-determined with what you want. They tend to make your tongue very sharp. And they tend to make you lose your temper. So you need to really soften up. Take the soft approach during the evening nightfall period. Some of your good planets of morning, afternoon will be there as well. But you could spoil many chances by being the aggressive one, whether in speech or in action. So take the soft approach and you'll do better. Drive carefully and safely as well, because when you are angry, and don't drink too much. 15th of November, Thursday, doesn't start well for you. It produces a host of problems coming at you, whether in job, whether in business. Be prepared for it. And even at home, before you leave, something's not well said. And in the romance that you might have, or the marriage that you might have, things are going to be very badly off. Whoever you have lunch with, be very careful. You don't want added problems. Your deadlines can go broken at your place of work. Business side, very bad news will come. So be ready for this bad news. It must come, because that's fated for you. So be ready for it. Be ready for it. And when it comes, you are ready for it. That's the way to be. And you will find solutions beforehand with whatever you feel can go wrong. Evening and nightfall, planets of arrogance are there. They're not to your favor either. And one of these planets will be there morning, afternoon, also making you arrogant. So evening and nightfall, there's a whole gang of these planets not to your favor, on top of it making you arrogant. If I were you, I don't want to be out. I want to go back home early. Why? Because when you are out, there's unlimited exposure to risk. Because the people you meet, you may not know. The places you go, you may not know. What you're going to say and do, you may not know. But when you're at home, you are in the environment which is yours. And so these planets that don't want you to be happy will follow you back home. But they can't do much, because at home is all limited exposure to risk. That's the way to be. 16th November, Friday. Oh, what a bad morning, afternoon you have. You can be played out, you can be cheated, you can be disappointed, you can be let down in any area possible. So again, exposure to risk, minimize it. It's a working day. You'll have your duties at work. You'll know what you have to do in business. You know that things are going to go very wrong. You know you don't want to expose yourself to risk. But that way you minimize the badness coming to you. It must come. And you will feel cheated, you will feel played out. And don't go into the sea, by the way. And travel carefully. Accidents are also seen, because the planets of surgery are also there. All these things are there in the morning, afternoon period for you. And basically people will talk against you, people will act against you. So don't delegate duties, they will all go wrong. Do it yourself, morning, afternoon. Put your shoulder to the wheel, work hard, get your responsibilities done. Evening, nightfall, a lot of water planets are there, not very good. So your evening, nightfall plans can change and change and change. Double check them, disappointment awaits you. And you'll get very moody, you'll be oversensitive. And you will see that all this movement will make you somehow very restless. So it's not going to be a very good evening, nightfall period. And if you find romance in the evening, nightfall on a 16th of November, I would suspect that it comes in a very bad way. So don't believe and trust whatever is offered to you during this evening of nightfall. Best way would be just go home early, because when you go home early, these planets don't leave you alone, they follow you, but the exposure to risk in your home is less. 17th November, Saturday. Now this is going to be a fantastically good Saturday for you. Morning, afternoon, planets are a bit slow, be patient. Don't be pushy, don't push them around. Their intentions are good, but these are long-term planets, so long-term planets have to go slow. Hour by hour, they are making something work for you long-term wise, something good. So be patient. If you get faster than your planets, you'll be in no man's land. You'll come back and you'll have to start all over again. So be patient and you'll get some very good news in this morning and afternoon of this Saturday, the 17th November. Evening and nightfall, a lot of business planets are there. So mix business and pleasure in the evening nightfall period and you'll become very, very lucky. You'll have a lot of goodness of what you say and what you do. You'll have the element of luck. And this morning, slow planets will also make a move there. And they'll work slowly, but they'll work well for you in the evening nightfall period. So the whole of this Saturday, the 17th, you have to be patient because goodness is there waiting for you. If you are in a rush, things get complicated. So be out and about in the evening nightfall with business in mind as well. So mix business and pleasure if you have to. Well, that's the week for you, and I'm already Skyping, and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. And during this 90 minutes, I'll talk to you about your next 7, 8, 9 years. And I'll, age by age, calendar year by calendar year, I'll talk to you about your health, all the areas of your job, business, finance, all the areas of your romance, marriage, family. I'll give you a lot of information. And during this 90 minutes, you will also get all the information about your personal lottery numbers, which will be based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms. And your lucky lottery numbers will be relevant to you for the rest of your life. And with that information, well, every month I give information about lottery numbers which I choose, and you can compare your personal numbers with that. If they're very close, you've got to go and buy. And I'll give you your lucky days and your lucky colors and your lucky gemstones and your lucky directions, a lot of information to get your next 7, 8 or 9 years perfectly under your control and to tell you what's going to happen long before you know it. And so go to Facebook, go to Skype, send me an email, and I'll come back to you as soon as I can, all for just USD 50. You'll get to know your next 7, 8 or 9 years. Until then, thank you and good luck.